TV on the wall. Which one of them is the stupidest? It's a nice talk with Tucker about two stupid things. Have you ever thought about what Fox News does? Many of you like to watch TV stars, but what about their inside lives? It's possible that these stars do more than just tell the news. Join us as we look into the stories that haven't been told about Fox News stars and their families. We found secret links and a way to live alone that will blow your mind. You shouldn't leave until you know the truth about these well-known people, anchors who changed the world. Tucker Carlson is a well-known host on Fox News. People think about the things he says on his talk show, Tucker Carlson Tonight. People know that he is honest about what he believes. A lot of people watch his show every night to hear what he has to say. Tucker, on the other hand, is married, has a child, and is on TV. It's really interesting how they fell in love. His wife's name is Susan Andrews. Their age difference kept them from meeting. They were in high school together. When they first felt something, they were kids. Sue made it work, even though not as many people knew her as Tucker did. They finally got married because they were close as kids and as adults. Susan has never been as friendly as Tucker, so she doesn't go on TV as often as Tucker does. She puts her family first. Suzanne and Tucker had kids together. Tucker tries to spend time with his family like any other family, even though being on TV is fun. He is content when he is with his children and tells them how much he values them. He knows that his family is the most important thing, no matter what he says on TV. He works at Fox News during the day, but he always finds time to spend with Susan and their kids. Sue and Tucker's family is strong and loves each other well. There are a lot of eyes on them, but they work hard to keep their kids safe. They enjoy the little things that come with living together, like taking family trips and eating meals together. Behind the scenes, they do a great job of keeping their relationship and family life private. They know how important it is to hide some parts of their life because he works in front of the camera a lot. Even though Tucker's job makes a lot of people notice him, they know they need to stick together and help each other. They're still together after falling in love in high school. It proves that real love can last through tough times. Lisa Ingraham is another well-known host on Fox News. People know her for her honest talk show, The Ingraham Angle, where she talks about news stories. Lisa is now very well liked at Fox. A lot of people go there every night to see her. She stands out because she isn't afraid to say what she thinks. Laura is well known on TV, but when she's with her family and friends, she's more private and quiet. Before she became famous on Fox News, Sarah worked in politics and the law. From the beginning, she turned her love and skills into a job. Sarah worked hard and is now one of the biggest TV stars of our time. Many people admire how tough she was to get where she is now. Laura has a private life and a public life, She doesn't tell many people about her friend. She's been with a few important people over the years, but no one knows the details. We know how much she loves her family and children. Even though Laura's job is very busy, she knows how important it is to spend time with her kids and work at the same time. She tries her best to keep things normal for her family, even though she's out in public a lot. Laura is interesting because she doesn't talk much about her personal life. She is well known, but her relationships don't get in the way of her work. Heather tries to spend time with her family instead, so her kids know she cares about them and loves them. She did all of this while being one of the most important people at Fox News. You don't have to tell everyone everything about your life just because you're well known. Life is hard enough without having to worry about family and work at the same time, but Laura Ingraham shows that it is possible. Even though she works a lot of extra hours, she still goes home to be with her family when the show is over. Even when you're not with them, she shows you how to spend time with the people you love. She does business and spends time with her family. This shows that love and being there for the people who care about you are more important than work. When Fox News stars get home, what do? See their private lives and true love stories that happen behind closed doors? Power pairs. Sean Hannity is a well-known Fox News host. Most people know him as the host of the famous talk show Hannity*, on which he talks about the day's most important news stories. His show has become one of the most watched on the network because it has such strong and brave morals. A lot of people love his unique sound. Sean is a great TV star, but he's also a great dad and husband. Even though Sean's job is very busy, he makes time for his family. This shows that he wants to balance his personal and professional life. Ainsley Earhardt, co-host of Fox and Friends and fellow Fox News star, is another well-liked person. She's nice and not too busy. She has worked for Fox for a while. Ainsley has had a successful job by working hard and being able to change with the times. Before she got a job at Fox, she worked in news for a while and finally built a good career. Not only does Ainsley work in radio, but she is also a wonderful mom and a writer. People respect how well she handles her work and personal life. Fufu. The public didn't know at first that Sean and Ainsley were dating because they are both well known at Fox. Fans and the media were curious about how the two popular people could keep their personal lives secret while having such well-known jobs. Their relationship became an example of how two busy people who are often in the spotlight can still love and care for each other, even though everyone is watching. A lot of people know that Sean and Ainsley are dating. They have decided to hide most of it though. The way they do things is pretty set. There isn't much time for personal things between Sean's show in the evening and Ainsley's show in the morning, but they make it work, which shows that real love can grow even when things are crazy. They trust each other, help each other, and know that the other person is always there for them, even though they don't always have a lot of time together. Sean and Ainsley show that love can grow with hard work and commitment in a world where famous people are too busy to connect with real people. It's important to make time for the people you love, even when you're busy at work, as their story shows. Another well-known Fox News host who has fans all over the world is Bret Baier. He hosts the show Special Report with Brittany Baier, where he talks about the day's most important news in a cool, fair way. You can trust Bret to tell you the news because he carefully and quickly explains tough topics. He used to write, but now he's a great news reporter who gets high marks for his deep coverage. His job has been getting better and better and better over time. Amy Baier, Bret's wife, helps out a lot behind the scenes and is very important to their family. Amy makes a big difference, even though most people don't know who she is. This is especially true when she does nice things for other people. Amy does her job to help people who need it, and she really cares about kids' health and where they go to school. Her friends and family praise her for being kind and ready to help others. Even though she works in TV, Amy is very important to him because she helps him with his business and charity work. Brittany and Amy look up to each other and love each other very much. Their friendship will last forever. They have been together for a long time and their love for each other has gotten stronger. Even though they both have well-known jobs, they can keep their personal lives hidden, which shows how close they are. People don't see much of their love story, but they are very committed and help each other. Bret has a job and Amy does charity work, but what holds them together is their friendship. They have a relationship that shows how two people can have a loving, caring marriage and hard jobs at the same time. As long as you love, respect, and are committed to each other, Brittany and Amy's story shows how to have a great job and a happy personal life. The fact that they were able to stay married and out of the public eye shows how strong trust and working together are. They're the growing stars in their own lives. These days, Judge Jeanine Pirro is mostly known for her work at Fox News. She is known for having strong views and being the host of Justice with Judge Jeanine. She began as a lawyer and made her way up until she was the first woman to be named Superintendent of Police in Westchester County, New York. She went from being a successful lawyer to a TV host, where her knowledge of the law helped her connect with people. She had a strong sense of right and wrong and could talk about the things that were most important to them in a way that made them feel good. Even though it hasn't been easy, Janine's marriage to Albert Pirro has been a big part of her personal life. Because Albert is a lawyer and a businessman, his legal troubles have made their relationship more public. Stan and Janine have fixed their problems, even though things have been up and down. Even though they have a rough past, they have been able to make a life together. People have paid more attention to the couple because Janine's work is so well known. Even though Janine has had a lot going on in her life, she has never lost focus on her job as a Fox News host. People know that Janine says hurtful things, but she has always been honest about what she thinks and feels. Many people find it hard to do this in public, but Janine has learned how to do her job. Over the years, many people have said hurtful things about her, but she has never changed how she stands up for what she believes in. The public has paid close attention to Janine and Albert's friendship because of their past. Still, they have shown that they are strong and can keep going even when things get hard. It's important for people to know that Janine and Albert have made a strong and resilient life together. They still help each other out, even though their marriage is having trouble and they are getting a lot of attention. It can be hard to keep up with everything when you're famous, but Janine's personal and professional lives are very different. This shows how love and determination can help people get through hard times. She is the host of the Fox News show Faulkner Focus, which is how many people know herself. Harris's path to fame as a TV host wasn't always smooth. She first worked as a reporter and then as a host on Fox News, where her cool, confident, and clear voice made her one of the most famous people there. People have told Harris many times how smart she is and how interesting the way she tells stories is. People believe what she says on TV because she is sensitive and good at getting along with others. People don't know Harris's husband Tony Berlin as well as they know Harris, but Berlin has done well for himself. Tony is different from many of the other stars because he doesn't live a crazy life when he's not on Fox News. Because he worked hard, Harris was able to do well at her job and take care of her family. There has never been any bad behavior between them in all the years they've been together. Harris has been able to keep up with her work and home life with Tony's help behind the scenes. Harris and Tony care a lot about their family. They put their family first, even though their work kept them very busy. They both worked hard to make their home a loving, safe place to live after they had kids. Harris always stresses how important family is, so she makes time for them even when she has a lot going on. Everything Harris and Tony do is influenced by their family. These two people are close because they love and understand each other and help each other. Even though they have a lot going on, they know how to stay in touch with their partners and families. They're not as public about their relationship as other Fox News partners. Harris and Tony have kept most of their personal life out of the public eye by putting their marriage and family first. These things show that you don't need to tell everyone everything just because you're famous. Though you may be friends with someone, you should still respect their space and pay attention to what's important to them: love, family, and being happy with your own life. One of the coolest things about Harris and Tony's friendship is that they can balance work and personal life. The fact that they value family and accept each other's jobs has helped them become close. Harris has worked hard at Fox News, but her family has always been the most important thing to her. With Tony by her side, she can handle the fame stress and keep her eyes on what's important. They get along great, which shows that love and respect can make even the busy life worth living. Find out how Fox News stars handle their personal lives with love and strength, both in public and behind the scenes. Who are the behind-the-scenes couples? Kendall Guilfoyle has a lot to do for Fox News. She talks about politics and is one of the hosts of The Five. Before she joined Fox, she was a lawyer and an investigator. But she didn't get her big break in TV until she became a law reporter for the company. She became well known on the internet over time because she was friendly and had a clear voice. Kimberly's style is known for being risky and exciting. I can't believe how quickly she's risen at Fox News. Being a lawyer helps her think about things and gives her a unique point of view on the things she writes about. A lot of people admire her because she is smart, determined, and firm, even when other people don't agree with her. A lot of people know Donald Trump Jr., who is also called Don Jr., as the oldest son of former President Donald Trump. As a way to help his father run for office, Don Jr. worked in business and helped run the Trump Organization. But as his father's political career grew and was featured in more news stories, Don Jr. became better known. When he went on political trips with his dad, his name became even more well-known. He has become a loud political opponent over time. He says what he thinks on social media and fights for things that are important to him. You can meet Kimberly and Don Jr. through friends at a political event they were both going to. A lot of people know about both of them, and their jobs, which can make it hard for them to balance their personal lives with their work. They did figure it out and make it work, though. They help each other with their political work and can be seen together at events and talks. A lot of people know about their personal lives, but they haven't said much about their relationship. They have instead been busy with their own jobs while keeping close friends. A lot of people are interested in their relationship, even though they are both well known. They've both kept their cool when they've talked to people, though. Both of them care about politics. They know how to keep their personal lives separate while being famous. These two people are together because they value each other, believe the same things, and understand how hard it is to be famous. Even though both Kimberly and Don Jr. are well known, their friendship shows how strong and helpful a bond can be. A lot of people look up to Dana Perino as a Fox News host. She co-hosts The Five and The Daily Briefing with Dana Perino, so you may know her. She has worked for the network for a long time. Dana quit her job in politics and went to work for Fox with George W. Bush in office. She was in charge of the press at the White House. There she learned a lot about how to talk to people, which she used at Fox. Dana has been through a lot. She ran for office and now works in TV news. She is now looked up to by some of the best people in her area. Dana is smart and skilled, and the people who work with her and take notes on her admire that. Most of the time, you don't see Michael McMahon, Dana's husband, in public. Every day people see Dana. Peter, on the other hand, works in business and is focused on his own job. Peter is from the UK, but he has worked for a number of foreign companies in key business roles. He did a good job, but Dana has done a lot more. Peter would rather be alone than the center of attention. He'd rather not be seen helping Dana with her work. Dana and Peter get different amounts of attention from different people, but they get along pretty well as friends. The TV is always on for Dana, but Peter is rarely seen because of his job. People who don't need to see it can help Dana in ways that don't need to be seen by everyone. Dana has always said that she loves her family a lot. Even though she has a lot going on at work, she puts her relationship with Peter first. They have a strong marriage because they care about each other and know about each other's jobs. Not like Peter and Dana, who go on dates. Peter can be more private because of his job, and Dana is in the news all the time. They show that a good relationship doesn't have to be loud and clear now that they're together. They both know what their limits are, and they work together to get what they want. While one partner is seen by many, it is still possible to have a strong bond that lasts. This is clear from the way Dana and Peter are together. Keeping fame and family in check, a lot of people know her as Megyn Kelly. She was first a lawyer, then went into news, and quickly became one of the most well-known people at Fox News. If you watched Megyn on The Kelly File, you may remember how she was known for being brave in talks and asking smart questions. She became well known because she was politically involved and covered important national events. Through her career, has done great things, and she is known for being brave enough to speak out about tough problems, even if they make people angry. Megyn left Fox News for a job with her own show in the media, but she kept her important press voice. It became well known that she was brave, sure of herself, and never what she thought. Doug Brunt, Megyn's husband, is not as well known than her wife. Doug used to work in computers and is now a well-known businessman and author. He has written a lot of books, both fiction and non-fiction, because he used to write something else. Megyn has been famous for a long time. Doug has helped her out of sight to keep her busy life running as smoothly as possible. He was always there for Megyn when her job changed, and he made sure their family stayed together. Doug stays out of the eyes of everyone because of his job. Megyn has found him to be a reliable and helpful husband who has helped her stay focused on her goals. Megyn and Doug have made a life for themselves that isn't all about the media. They put their family first because they have kids, even though they work full-time. Megyn has said many times how important it is for her to have a loving, safe home for her children. Their kids have a strong sense of right and wrong and are close to their family because of her and Doug, when they're not taking care of their parents' public life. Megyn and Doug's relationship shows how two people can help each other reach their goals and still have a calm, safe family life. Meghan's story shows that she always puts her family first, even when anyone can see her work. One of the most well-known people at Fox News is Greg Gutfeld. A lot of people really like his late-night show Gutfeld. Greg is funny and smart, which makes him stand out in the news. But what really makes him unique is how he comes at comedy and politics in a fresh way. Greg's show has become one of the most watched on Fox after being there for a long time. People really like Greg because he mixes funny things with serious news. People know him for his bold sense of humor and his ability to make important things fun. His rise to fame at Fox shows that he can keep people's attention. Besides that, it makes him one of the most important people in the group. Lisa Musa, Greg's wife, is very important to him, but not as well known to everyone else. Elena is a model and artist from Russia who works outside of the press. She has worked in fashion for a long time and now runs a fashion business. In some way or another, Elena has done very well. She's been to a lot of places as a model. Elena isn't as well known as Greg, but it's clear that she has an effect on his life. Elena and Greg became close friends after meeting in London. They share a lot of things in common, like their stories and interests. She helps Greg with his work and keeps him on track, even though they work in different areas. When Greg and Elena are together, it's interesting to see how they keep their private lives hidden, even though both of their jobs are well known. The public doesn't know much about their lives, even though Greg is a TV star who works with people. It would be better for them to work on their tasks than to talk about personal things. This means Greg has to work hard as a late-night show host while also taking care of his family with Elena. They have decided to hide the fact that they are dating. There's no doubt that they enjoy time together without cameras around. Greg and Elena show that even when everyone is looking at you two, you can still be private and honest. It's a good lesson for married people that they don't have to show everyone everything about their lives in order to be happy. They have stayed close as friends, even though they have had to deal with the stresses of public life. You don't have to share your love and support with everyone. When you're with each other, they'll be able to keep living when no one is around. Discover what Fox News stars are really like outside of work and see how their family values affect how people see them and their future success. The future of the people who work for Fox News. How Fox News stars and their families deal with the public and live their private lives will probably change in the future. How the next group of reporters and hosts balance work and family life will shape the network's image. Some of the things that the new crop of Fox News stars may value the most are being honest, being open, and putting more value on family life. Aside from their own lives, these growing stars are shaped by the changing wants of viewers who want to see more of the inside of the people they like in the news. Family ties are already a big part of the jobs of Fox News stars. There are a lot of full-time leaders in the network who also take care of their families, growing families, and close relationships. The way other people feel about someone may depend on how well they handle their work and home life. In a world full of hard work, family is often seen as what grounds these leaders. The way these famous people talk to their fans can be affected by personal ties, like the bond between a mother and her child. Future stars may put family values ahead of fame as the media changes. This could lead to a new era of news where public images and private lives are more connected. A lot of people in the media are always trying to balance their work and personal lives. It's getting harder to tell the difference between what people share publicly and what they keep private on social media. Fox News stars need to keep this balance very well. Some people don't want the cameras to see their private lives because they value their privacy and time with their families. Some people like it when people are interested in their connections. Even though they are being watched all the time, it is hard for them to keep up with the privacy and habits of their family. The way these people live their private and public lives will change. In the future, this could change what it means to be a media star. Family will still be very important to the next generation of Fox News hosts, of course. In this day and age of digital media, they need to be able to balance their public and private lives. The network's success will depend on how they do this. Thanks for seeing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. To see more great videos, Click on the next one that comes up on your screen.